We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. Roll out. Go. Give me that ball. Get it.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Pilot, 64, weak. Rock it. Safe. Alert flare. Look, squeeze. Sleep him.
Derrick Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
X3, 218, chop it.
On play action, they'll throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw on second down. Greer, and incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Greer looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Check 26, check 26. Let's go.
Greer on first down. He gets it to Humphreys. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Hey, Charlie. Now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Greer. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
80 weapons. Check 5. Check 25.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Switch.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Set. 30 base. Let's go. Protein spill.
Loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Check. Hey. Hit it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Hey, Alpha. Shoot.
1st down, Greer. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 11.
2 seconds to go, 1st quarter.
15 line. Tighten up, tighten. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Hey, Delta.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Succa. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Hey.
On 2nd down, here's Greer. It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Ready, ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Matchbox lights. Kill, kill, kill. Shift, shift. Ready, ready.
On 1st and 10, Greer. And this is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Greer again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jayon Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first run of this game.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Hard, hard.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey.
Hey, Stu. Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Going right side here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
General West. Bravo.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check. Check out.
Deep grip.
Back to throw. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A first down carry for Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Check right. Deuce. 6'6", pull it high.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Look at me. Go.
He's crashing.
Hey, lock it.
Jim.
Henry running right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Cut. 60 outlaw.
Here we go. Check your hot read. Alert 3.
You're out.
Shift.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Greer now on 2nd down. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, it's Greer. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. For the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is up to 15 now. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo, shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Greer. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check 24. Check 24.
Again, it's Henry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
55. Not today, you are. Not today.
Check, 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 check. 61, matchbox, light. Smooth.
55, Mike, 55.
Let go.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch the safety cream. 36, 36.
Second and 11. This will be caught by Brown. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll give Henry another shot. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Yeah, Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
You got nothing. Check, go.
They begin with Henry. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Ready?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll set up to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now it's Greer. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. Greer now. 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Orbit. There.
Now a 1st down throw, Greer. Now a desperation throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Give him 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back, they can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Texans 20.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
It's a big run there by Henry. 43 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready. Mark 37. Come on, the ball. Hey, Echo.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Able to get there and pick it. And that will write a finish to this ball game.